Good morning, everyone. Grant, would you mind doing some prayer, please?
Heavenly Father, we want to take this brief moment to thank you for all that we have on a daily basis, to thank you for our board and the employees of Union County. We pray that you continue to watch over all of us, that we do our jobs with dignity and continue to serve the public to the best of our ability. We pray as always for our public, the people that we serve. This day, keep us safe as we leave this place in Christ's name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lance, would you do the roll call, please?
Commissioner Pitts? Yes. Commissioner Harville? Here. Commissioner Foster? Here. Commissioner Miller?
Here.
Commissioner Gould? Here.
Having a quorum, I'll call the meeting to order. First thing on the agenda is approval of minutes, our regular meeting, March 26th. Everybody had a chance to look at those. Any additions or corrections? Move to approve.
Commissioner Pitts? Yes. Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Commissioner Foster?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes.
Commissioner Gould?
Yes. Do we have any public comments? Any?
No.
Committee reports.
None yet. I will.
I'm sure.
Had a 911 meeting Wednesday. I'll report they got the digital radio system up and going, and they're working with other departments now. Get them on.
Good deal. Anybody else? Give a couple office holders a chance to speak at this time too. Lance, you got updates for us?
Sure do. First off, the election was Tuesday. Everything went pretty smooth for the consolidated election. The only sad part is there was 6% turnout total. So I think there was not a lot of races. I think a lot of people just decided not to because there was no really decision for most of everybody, but a few. But it did go smooth for us, so that was good. I'll update on where I'm at with taxes. DevNet was here yesterday. We started extending taxes on Tuesday. They come back and we should be pretty much done. We're still waiting on the final multiplier, but as soon as I get the final in after Tuesday, it won't be long and we can go, I can throw it over to Lee then and we'll go to print then with taxes. So we're looking like we're gonna try to get the June 1st date still. So it's working. Just gotta wait on the state now with the final multipliers is now the latest. So I did get the railroads in, talked to you guys about that about a month ago. So we're good on that. And also, a little bright note, since we switched recording software in the office, we're able to expand in maybe getting some new revenue stream. And I told you guys that a couple years ago when we switched over to that. Well, that's starting to take effect. Zillow, which I don't know if you guys know, but it's an online realtor company. They are now subscribing to every where they're buying bulk images from us. So every image that we scan when we record, they're paying 18 cents a copy for it, which will be going straight to us. So that part of that new technology that we brought in is now starting to pay off. I actually got an email yesterday from another company that's inquiring about it that seems pretty serious about doing that as well. So starting to get reap in some of the benefits and hopefully get a new revenue stream coming into the recorder's office of that. So hopefully that's some good news, I hope, for us, because I think with budget coming up, that's going to be important. So
Revenue is good.
So
Yes, the final distribution was completed, and checks been out the mail this week. The school districts, a lot of the local school districts came in the checks out. As Lance said, he is starting on the 20th April 21, so I'm officially closing 19th April 20 and getting ready to start 2020 paperwork. I have got the final summary sheet, which is the total disbursement countywide for you guys. I emailed the information to Jeff, so he will
Hey, Lance, what does Zillow use those images on their website, do they?
I don't know what they're really gonna do with them. We watermark them, so they're our property, so no one can then take that and re-record it. They have so that's kind of our property. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Honestly, I haven't went that deep, but I guess they have teams that go through it and they manage, from what I understand, they do it to kind of manage what the market's doing. Looking at what's selling, who's buying, prices.
I know they're a national
Yes,
real estate
yes.
property company, so I guess
They pick, from what I understand, they kind of pick random areas, and we were lucky enough, because of the technology we've got in our area, not a lot of counties have that. I think that's why they've selected us to do that, so.
right, I was just curious about that.
I don't know, there's all kinds of companies that for different reasons get the recording images, so.
It'd probably also help them update the fair market value of properties, because a lot of people use Zillow to figure out fair market value. So if they have sales data from recordings, they'll have that, and they can update owners, because if you do
Right.
Zillow, it will show you the owner of property.
Interesting.
Thank you, people, everyone. Building permits.
None that I'm aware of.
Moving on, under old business ordinance amending chapter 3 of Union County Code of Ordinance regarding animals pursuant to 510 Illinois CS 5/1. I think we're going to continue to table this. Hopefully, that's when it will get worked out in the next meeting. Moving on to new business, approve payment of bills. Everybody had a chance to look at the bills. Make a motion for the bills.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Commissioner Foster?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes.
Commissioner Gould?
Yes. I did notice on there, and is that the second new squad car for the county, or is that the first one?
It's the first one. I think he only has one this, does he?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the other one, I think I saw it first come in out there.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was asking. Approval of Union County printer copier bid lease for county clerk. And we just printed a sheet here for everybody. We have bids from TMI, CDS, Tiffany Bowes. You want to speak to this a little bit?
Yep. We received 3 bids. If you look at the front part of your page, it gives you a summary of the bids and what they are. We asked for fair market values and the dollar buyout, which historically we go is the maintenance. So if you look at, Pitney Bowes was way higher than anyone else. But if you look at the TNI and CDS, CDS came in lower for the monthly rental, but overall TNI came in lower with the maintenance included. So over the 5-year agreement with TNI, you'd be paying $9,724, and with CDS, you would be paying $10,618. The maintenance is based off of, again, 3,000 black and white copies a month, 750 color copies a month. And then at the bottom, which I believe is what Lance would prefer that we do, is the dollar buyout. TNI over 5 years is $10,427, and CDS is $11,369. So that's the breakdown of all the bids. They're all new equipment. Both TNI and CDS have, quick response times. I don't know if you have any other questions.
Yeah, Angie,
Uh-huh.
is there typically any one machine that's better than another? I mean, are we gonna get any more longevity out of one than with another machine?
I'm not an expert on copy machines by any means, but they're both brand new machines. They're not refurbished machines. Do you?
We looked at the retail values of them.
I mean, have you had better luck with some machines than you have others?
I don't know enough about, because TNI is from Toshiba now, they were since that's all switched over, they've got a new company in, so I don't know. But kind of just by what we looked up and, I mean, I don't know, I mean, going off the fair market value or the retail price of them, the Toshiba was quite a bit more.
Would they hold their value better than,
I would guess, but I mean, the plan is like what we did with this one, then here, it's probably 15 years older and older. I mean, we looked at that thing as long as we can, that's why we try to do the dollar buyout to keep it and extend the life of it, so I
We
don't
don't-
know enough about it to tell you that.
We don't know much about the Toshiba, but when we looked it up, it seems like it's a good machine, good quality. The Konica Minolta, I think I'm saying that right, that's for CDS. We have that machine in the treasurer's office, so we know that it's a good machine. We have it in the circuit clerk's office or coming to the circuit clerk's office. So that's, I mean, I think they're both good machines.
right, I imagine they are.
I think they're apples to apples, if you want to know the truth. I think
Okay,
that's.
I was just wondering, in my business, you know, we use a lot of tools like Snap-on and Craftsman versus Buffalo, and I'm not saying anything bad against Buffalo, but
You pay a little more upfront.
we get a lot more service out of the Snap-on and Craftsman than we do the others,
See what you're saying, yeah. No.
you know, and that would be my concern.
I think they're both
Pretty good,
pretty good, not really, yeah.
okay.
In the past, one of the problems we've had, and we've done several agreements with CDS, T&I have always bid refurbished machines, which that's not what we asked for. This time they have bid a new machine. You got any comments or questions or? Looking at the numbers, I personally, this is the first time T&I has had the low bid, I'll just put it that way. Plus it's the new machine. They are a local business, so you guys need to make a choice here. I'm not gonna make it work.
Make a motion to accept the T&I.
Second.
Third,
Are you-
Sure. Oh,
Which one?
yeah, which, you want to do the dollar buyout, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure.
Just have a plan like we did.
Okay. Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Arnold?
yes.
Commissioner Foster? Yes. Commissioner Miller?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Moving on, next item is acceptance of IT bids. We have received the bids, to look at and go over and so forth. Angie, you want to say a little bit about that?
Yes, we had several bids come in for IT. I believe there was 7 in total. So I'll just run through them, and give you their pricing that they have on here. We're not on the agenda to make a decision on this until the next board meeting, because I have not gone through and read these yet.
Opened them yesterday morning.
We opened them yesterday morning and then I worked on the copier stuff, so I need to go through and read these so that I can give you guys what's in them. But there were 7 bids. The first one I have here is from a company called IT Unified. It's out of Streamwood, Illinois, and their bid came in at, for 24 months, $8,750. For 36 months, $8,575. And for 60 months, $8,312.50. The next one is from a company called One Support. They are out of San Marcos, Texas, and their bid came in at $9,820 a month. The next bid is from a company called Jano Technologies. Let's see if I can see where they're out of. They're out of Champaign, Illinois. And their bid came in at 24 months was $11,620. 36 months was $11,322. and 60 months was 11,123. Received another bid from Prescient Solutions. Apologize if I said that wrong. And their bid came in at $195,000 for the year, which is $16,250 a month. We also got a bid from Scindian out of Carlton, Texas. Their bid came in at $11,787 per month. And then you get down to the last two that are our local vendors, and the only two that are within the ballpark. I'll just tell you, those other ones are way higher than what we're paying right now. So we had our bid from our current vendor, which is Mayor Networks, came in at $5,820.90 for a month. And our bid from CDS that came in at a 1 to 2 year contract was $4,644.75. A 3-year contract was $4,500, and a 5-year contract was $4,350. So at face value, the lowest price is from CDS, but I need to go back and look through them, and because I did notice that CDS has a different rate per hour for after-hour calls, which is 5:01 p.m. to 7:59 a.m. And I think there's some upgrades to our server that we'd be required to do. So I will talk to them, find out pricing and all that stuff, read these two from front to back, and present back to you to make a decision.
At CDS, how long have they been in business, you know?
You have a rep here. Do you want to ask
50
him?
years.
50 years? Okay, good.
It was actually 50 years this year.
Yeah, my congratulations.
Thanks.
So these would be the two that you'll need to make a decision on after I can read them and understand these two fully. So
We'll wait for you to break that down, and then we'll put it on the next agenda,
yes.
discuss it, make decisions. Anybody have any other questions on that? Next item on the agenda is the duck-in raffle license. This is a benefit for Laura Bell, for medical bills. It's standard procedure for any place to apply for a raffle license for a one-time deal. Any questions on that?
We did receive the $10 check as well.
I have a motion to approve or disapprove. Motion.
Second.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Harlan?
Yes.
Commissioner Foster?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Gould?
Next item, approval of resolution for sale of delinquent property held by a county trustee. You want to say anything about that, or?
That was the sealed bid from the trustees, and which we have every year, and those were the bids that were accepted. So therefore, this is what is needed before they meet.
This is pretty well every year housekeeping, so we do this and go through the procedure. So, I make a motion we approve the resolution for sale of delinquent property held by the county trustee. Second.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Harlan?
Yes.
Commissioner Foster?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Gould?
That's everything on the agenda, guys. We do need to go into executive session to discuss litigation and briefly collective negotiating matters. Make a motion?
Did you?
I'll make.
Okay.
I'll say.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Harlan?
Yes.
Commissioner Foster?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Gould?
Yes.